I guess.
Incidentally, located next to it was the Misaki City General Hospital.
Oh, that's good. They're nearby.
From Aoko's perspective, it seemed awfully suspicious for the church to take up residence next to the location in the city where the most lives were lost. Though the only two who were aware of this opinion were her roommate Alice Kuonji and the priest.
The priest already knows she thinks that. Oh boy.
Well, it does sound like she's checking in with the priest for some reason.
Yeah.
Screw you, Kirei. Think you can tell Satan to follow his rules?
Yeah.
私はこれっぽっちももう過去に戻って改ざんしたいぐらい微塵もないけど、うちの父と祖父は長い付き合い。
Not a fan, I see.
ここの手伝いなんて忌々しいことに小学生の頃は毎日してたもんだけど。
Huh.
The more Aoko spoke, the more twisted her expression became. Recalling this made her want to grab it by the proverbial collar, give it the proverbial one-armed judo back throw, smash its proverbial head into the proverbial ground, and kick the proverbial living daylights out of its defenseless proverbial torso!
That's...
Such was her so-called trauma that if it were anthropomorphized, it would take more than a 5-round beating to satisfy her thirst for vengeance.
Wow, she did not like her time there. I feel like I stepped on a landmine.
Aoko, forgive me if I'm off about this, but are you angry?
Yeah.
It was in this moment that he knew he fucked up, as he became aware of Aoko's mood, that Soujuuro began to fear for his safety. Perhaps attracted by the noisy murder of crows outside the church, a woman in a nun's habit emerged from the front entrance.
失礼ですが、どちらのお客様でしょう。当教会は暴力団関係の方はご遠慮いただいておりますので、日を改める。
Yeah, I get the feeling she knows
生
Aoko.
き方を悔い改めた後、社会的な罪を償ってから門をくぐっていただきたいのですが。
Also, would you like some candy?
青崎青子です。シスターユイカ。
まあ、青子さんでしたか。
Oh, so it was a criminal.
驚きました。昼間のうちにあなたが来るのは久しぶ
I
り。
guess this is before she told Alice she would check in or something?
No, this is definitely after.
Well, no, we went back a few days for this scene.
そうですね。いつもは夜に呼ばれて神父様とだけお話をしていますから。
okay. I guess she
ユイ
just
カさん
doesn't
とは
talk to the nun.
まあ、意外ですね。1年近くまともにお話をしていません。ま、この先だって一度もないでしょうけど。
Might be frequent given this
あな
volunteer
たも
work.
随分と立派になられたようで、がっかりです。何より、今の気配は清らかな少女とは思えないほど悪辣
Who
です。
raised you wrong?
You used to be such a good little Christian drone. What happened? On the surface, the two exchanged congenial greetings.
On the surface, are you sure about that?
Congenial? What is congenial about this?
Man.
Unable to read between the lines, all Soujuuro could see was two good What?
Oh my god, this guy.
今月のボランティアは私とそこの彼です。親愛なる間教会のためですから。10時から3時まで1分の狂いもなくしっかり働かせていただきますわ。
まあ、世も末ですが感動しますね。
The end times are coming, huh?
等しく開くもの。この際、あなたの内面は見なかったことにしておき
Even
ましょう。
wicked delinquents like you are welcome
Even
here.
ungrateful little shits like you, Aoko. The nun flashed a smile that was equal parts elegant and cruel. Keeping up appearances aside, she seemed overjoyed to have. I'm sorry, hold on.
To have able
Keeping
hands.
up appearances aside, she seemed overjoyed to have able hands to put to work.
Okay.
There we go.
That makes sense.
Yes, I had to stop because have able was like my brain went what? Hold on.
Yeah. Nope, that makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, now that looks much better inside there. Stained glass and all.
There's no crucifix at the front of the church. This is
Yeah.
not a Catholic church.
Yeah. Were they not able to include it for some reason? I don't see why not.
There's no reason they would not.
This isn't like Nintendo censorship.
There's no reason they would not be able to do. This is not a Catholic church. It has several of the trappings of a Catholic church.
Yeah, it just seems
but
slightly
it's
off.
missing the big Jesus in the front.
Yeah, yep, the altar doesn't quite look right because it's missing some stuff.
The sister introduced herself as Yuika Susei.
I would need to hear them say it out loud.
Right? And thanks Soujuuro, who had volunteered of his own volition, after being told that he should do that. Soujuuro noticed that her eyes were always shut, but not wanting to be rude, especially in front of Aoko, he decided not to pry.
Oh, so wait, we're actually acknowledging that her eyes are shut, unlike the teacher?
Okay, so she's got some kind of crazy mystic eyes then.
Maybe.
Understood.
しずきさんとおっしゃるのですね。声のイメージ通り落ち着いたお名前です。
How would you know you've not seen me?
I see. Thank you.
The sister let slip a frown at Soujuro's ambivalent response to her compliment.
Was
失
he
礼。
supposed to be
名字
overjoyed?
で呼ばれるのはお嫌いのようですね。宗十郎さんでよろしいですか？
Oh, you seem to have been offended by something. I'm going to assume it's because I used your last name, even though that's the correct thing to do. So allow me to be way too formal. Are you trying to get in this man's pants?
Soujuuro-san? Yeah.
どっちでも
Yeah, he's not really bothered by the name thing.
ではそのように。本当難儀なことですね。
You're the one making it difficult.
Yeah.
Though the sister's tongue was gentle, her words seemed somewhat indifferent. She lacked sight, but she guided the two with certainty in her step.
Oh, so she might literally be blind?
それで奉仕の内容ですが。
分かってます。クリスマス前だし、面倒な掃除を済ませておきたいんでしょ。問題ありません。そういうの得意ですから。
Okay, that's not bad work.
See, you would totally be forgiven for just taking the screenshot and going, oh, that's stay night.
Yeah, the way that one is, yeah, you can kind of see it.
It wasn't their strong suit as much as it was Soujuro's.
I'm sure Aoko can help.
では、青子さんはかまどの方で聖兵の作り置きを。
Oh, yeah, you actually baked them on site, huh?
しずきさんは外に。私どもでは手の届かない箇所の清掃をお願いします。
ちょっと待って。台所にリツカの
Wait,
や
what?
ついないでしょうね。
Ritsuka?
こんなところであんなのに会うなんてごめんだから。
What is he doing here?
She, apparently. We're going with female protagonist route.
Incorrect. That's Guda.
Well,
that's Gudako.
Well, no, they're both Ritsuka. In Gudao and Gudako for the Rio manga, but Ritsuka works either way, apparently.
Nonsense.
Huh.
リツカは留守です。ですので、どうぞ気兼ねなく。
Oh, we don't get to see her, huh?
Aw, damn it. With a dismissive wave, Aoko headed toward the door in the back of the worship hall. As she'd indicated, she was quite accustomed to this church.
しずきさんは
Yeah,
こち
she
ら
already
に。
knew the way back. Okay.
まずは物置から清掃道具を運んでいただきます。
The work entrusted to Soujuuro did not require any particular skill. It was window cleaning at its most standard.
Get on this ladder and clean all the windows.
Do you need me to clean all of them? Yes, all of them. How many do you have? Several hundred.
Cleaning the stained glass ones might be tough with all the metal work inlaid in there.
Correct.
水拭きと空拭き、その後にコートスプレーもお願いします。はしごの高さは足りますか？
Wait, use the cleaning spray after?
Well, yeah, you want to like take off the surface crap.
Oh.
And then like dry it down and then put the cleaning stuff on to like get off the crusted gunk and then
Oh, okay.
ちょっと足りないっぽいですね。
Well, you'll have to deal with it. It's the only ladder we have.
では届く範囲で結構ですので、よろしくお願いします。
After the brief exchange, the sister returned to the church. Soujuuro began to wonder if it was out of distrust in him that she was being so curt. He understood that it was too soon to glean an answer from their first meeting, but then again, such answers always eluded Soujuuro. Left alone, but no less encouraged, Soujuuro began cleaning the windows. The day's weather was a disappointment once again. It had not gone so far as to rain, but was too overcast to enjoy the sun. He leaned against the tall ladder and, beginning with a window about 5 yards from the ground, quietly cleaned. Soujuuro was the never the kind of person to mind physical labor. In fact, if there had been a blue sky, this might have been a perfect day to him.
Perfect day off, yeah.
I mean, even then. By the time he finished his third or fourth window, he felt very relaxed and began to whistle. Though 15 feet was an intimidating height, it provided for a wonderful view at the same time.
I would be a little nervous that high up on a rickety ladder.
Turning toward the town gave Soujuuro a clear view of the tree-topped hill that had previously caught his eye.
Oh, is he gonna see the mansion from up there?
He just did.
Yeah.
The hill in the woods just outside of town. From here, the forest overlooking the sleepless city looked like a foreign castle.
あれ何何泥棒さ
What?
Just then, somebody started shaking the ladder violently.
Oh, please no.
Lost in his thoughts while wiping windows, Soujuuro was pulled out of his trance by someone pacing below him. He looked down and saw a girl, her unkempt clothes otherwise contrasting with her kind visage.
でもちょっと怪盗には似合わないのんびり屋さん風味。どっちかっていうとあれかしら。暖炉から現れても奇妙にいらないおもちゃを押し付ける。
I know! You must be Santa! Okay, I mean, we are somewhat close to December, we know this.
Yeah. I
But-
guess she's just making a joke, but...
私あのヒゲ苦手なのよね。だってどう見ても不法侵入者じゃないの。
What? Okay.
She looked to be in her late 20s. Despite the cold, she wasn't wearing a coat. She had no purse, which was rather strange as a woman and her purse were never far apart. Not that Soujuuro knew this truth quite yet. Based
Nice
on the
sweater.
Very nice sweater, I agree. Based on the fact that none of this seemed to apply to her, one could have easily surmised that she was herself a little loosey-goosey. A few cards short of a full deck, one might also say.
Okay.
私ピンときたわ
A。space case, a ditz.
Yeah.
君、ミサコのバイトの子？偉いわ。今時の高校生は業者さん顔負けなのね。
The girl looked up in admiration to Soujuuro as he stood atop his ladder.
よーし、私も手伝っちゃおうかな。
You don't climb up the ladder if he's already up there.
はしごはまだある？
Okay.
他の雑巾は？どうせだからホースで水をかけるのはどうかしら。こうバーッとケルヒョーとか叫びながら。
I mean,
罰
if you
当
had
た
a
りだけど、
pressure
そ
washer,
れなら
that'd be
少しぐらいは
great.
楽しくなりそうじゃない？
Or if you could turn the hose into one by like putting your thumb over the...
Not as good, but...
The girl let out a hearty laugh. Her smile glowed like a cactus that had sprouted legs and begun to run about.
What?
Why would that be glowing?
What does that have to do with a smile?
I'm very confused by this woman. Who the fuck are you? I answer questions immediately. Nice necklace, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Inasmuch as a running cactus could only cause trouble.
Oh.
As Soujuuro anticipated, the girl began to clean without waiting for his approval.
Does she work at the
いや、
church?
教会の前を通ったら人影っぽいのが窓にへばりついてるのが見えちゃったの。昼間っから泥棒とか豪快だなーってちょっと興味引かれちゃ
That
った。
was your first instinct?
そしたら可愛い子が真面目に労働してたわけ。
Uh-oh.
窓拭きの達人みたいにビッとかっこよく。
You're like 10 years
そんな
older
の
than
見
him,
せられ
lady.
たら手伝いたくなるのが人情じゃない？
Stranger danger? Soujuuro needs an adult.
Yeah,
I mean, she is an adult, but he needs an adultier adult.
right.
Wiping the window next to Soujuuro, the girl continued to cheerfully chatter. Although this was all kinds of sus, Soujuuro politely followed her lead, nodding and agreeing as she spoke. He figured city people are just like this. Perhaps it was an instinctive camaraderie.
Huh. I guess she's just friendly and he gels with that.
Is that how that's spelled?
Camaraderie? I believe so.
Just with the silent A.
Camaraderie.
No, nobody pronounces it
I mean-
camaraderie.
Well, yeah, but I believe that is the I think that's correct.
It's like when you realize there's a random R in February. Nobody pronounces it February.
Yeah, well.
He sensed this girl was just like him, always getting to the short end of the stick when it came to menial work.
How is she getting the short end of the stick? She just showed up and volunteered.
I mean, so did he, technically.
Well,
あなたは教会の人なんですか？
私いえ、ただの通りす
are
がり
you
よ。
not one of the nuns here?
それより、あなたってのは他人行儀ね。君とは商店街で何
What?
度も会ってるのに。
No, who are you?
いや、会ってませんよ。
When did... Is this a scam?
会ってます。君、魚達さんでバイトしてる子でしょ？今週だけでも何度か行ってるもん、私。私は。
Doesn't he work in the kitchen, though?
そうね。
Yes.
花沢って言うんだけど。
Hanazawa.
Hang on, I'm alright.
What name was I using today? Right, Hanazawa. That was it.
That's suspicious.
Hanazawa, question mark, took a quick glance at the flower bed below in the middle of her introduction. As if to remember what her name was by seeing flowers,
Yeah,
and then gave him a friendly laugh.
that's suspicious as fuck.
Boy, it's a good thing I didn't see a dog down there. Then I would have been Inuzawa.
Yeah.
Or Nekozawa.
Right.
Or I don't know.
Some other Japanese word.
Imagine if I saw fireworks, I would have been Hanabizawa.
Yeah.
Soujuuro's self-introduction, however, was his usual brand of awkward.
宗十郎さん。いい名前ね。古風な感じで。名前に数字が入ってると、なんか日本人って感じがしない？ここの神父さんとかシスターの名前知ってる？
I
エイ
mean,
リー
it
とか
is,
ユイカと
yes.
か、なんか外国風なんだけど。
Ah yes, names with numbers in them are so Japanese. I should introduce you to Ichigo. He has 2 numbers in his name.
Yeah.
エイリさんはともかく。
Technically 3 if
ユイ
you
カさ
also
んは
consider
綺
it
麗
to
な
be
黒髪
15.
の女の人でしたよ。
What is?
Ichigo.
Yeah.
Because like he's got the
1-5.
15 on his door as well.
Yep.
So if you take it as 1 and 5 being in the name and then 15 being
Yeah.
the name, then he's literally got 3 numbers in his.
Yep.
Yuiko was a pretty...
Harry.
あら、神父さんにはまだ会っていないのね。
Wait, is Eri the priest?
I don't know. Let's see.
間教会の美形神父と美人姉妹って言ったら有名なんだけど。
Okay.
あ、そうか。さては君。
How do you know this much about him when he
し
doesn't
かも
know you?
一人暮らしと
Well,
み
she
たいな。
goes to the restaurant he works at.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Also, her name is Hanazawa. Don't worry about it.
そうですけど。
I don't trust you, Hanazawa.
すごいですね。
Wow, you're really sharp. You're just randomly knowing stuff about me because I sure as fuck never said this to you.
いえいえ、推理と言ってくれた
Yeah,
の。
that's it.
Is it? Is it called that, Hanazawa?
君ぐらいの子
Or
が
is
ア
it
ル
just
バイトに
stalking?
精を出すほどこの町の娯楽は魅力的じゃないもの。遊ぶお金ならバイト一件で賄えちゃうわ。君は物欲のあるタイプじゃなさそうだし。となると、これはもう生活費のためと考えるのが健全でしょ？
I'll tell you what. Come live with me and I'll give you free rent.
まあ学生さんが生活費も学費も自分だけで賄うなんてのは健全じゃないんだけど。
Isn't that kind of normal for Japanese high schoolers?
I think they're usually getting help from the
そうでも
parents,
ないですよ
though.。
働かずでもな食うべからずです。
そっか。宗十郎さんは若いのに立派ね。私も学生の頃はバイト三昧だったから、少しは君の大変さもわかるわよ。
なんと、花沢さんも一人暮らしだったんですか？
Oh God, no.
ええ、 親の反対を押し切ってよその国に留学しちゃったの。あっちには友達もいたから下宿先には困らなかったけど、さすがに食費ぐらいは稼がないとね。
You studied abroad, did you?
けどまあ、こう見えて肉体労働は苦にならないタイプだし、学院もバイトも楽しい思い出になってるわ。
While I was studying abroad, somebody once asked me what my name was, and I told them it was Big Benzawa.
Yeah.
The Tower Bridge Zawa.
I wonder where she studied abroad.
I mean, since she seems to not be wanting to hand out her name and knows way too much about this kid,
Could
I'm
be.
going to assume the clock tower.
Yeah, London's a good guess.
Soujuuro nodded agreeably. Dignified or not, he could barely hold back the sense of solidarity that was welling up within him. Solidarity with this woman he had never met and knows way too much about him. This is a scam.
But she's saying all the right things to make them seem similar.
魚達さんではこれからお世話になりそうだし、頼りないだろうけど、相談事があったらぜひ言ってね。精神面で力になるわ。
ありがとうございます。じゃあ早速ですけど、ここは何をするところなんでしょう。
So, what is a church?
Yeah, what is this building I'm cleaning anyway?
As Soujuuro said here, he pointed at the church. 何?
Yeah.
You don't know what a church is?
Do most Japanese people know what a church is?
I think most of them are probably familiar with the concept.
I guess.
Even Hanazawa was taken aback by his question. Unaware of Soujuro's provincial background, combined with her quick-witted nature, Hanazawa seemingly mistook his question for some kind of sophisticated wit.